Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Fatal, and welcome to my follow-up video to the stock market guide video that I made for Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, for those of you who have not already seen that video, I suggest you go check that video out and then watch this one. And really quickly, for those of you who care about spoilers, yes, there are some spoilers in this video, but they're very minor, and you want to pay attention to this information anyway because it's going to be extremely useful to you, and if you don't pay attention to it now, you probably won't be able to use it later, unless you luck out, which is highly unlikely. So to start off, when you get to about 20% into the game, you'll get the option to do assassination missions for Lester. And in these assassination missions, Lester will mention to you that if you invest into a certain company, that you can earn a big profit off of the stock market. The first two I'm pretty sure are required. They're called the hotel assassination and the multi-target assassination. Now, once you guys have done these two missions, you do not want to do any other assassination missions for Lester up until you've completed the main storyline of the game. Now, the reason behind that is, once you've done the final heist, you'll have made probably 30 million plus off that heist, and you can invest that 30 million into these stocks that I'm going to show you in this video and make huge amounts of money. I made at least $140 million worth of profit on Franklin, Trevor, and Michael, meaning I made $400 million plus profit on all three of them combined. So it's definitely worth it to do this. And now that you guys know what's needed before you start, let's get into the video. Alright, so we're going to start off with the first of the three last assassination missions called the Vice Assassination. Really quick, I just want to tell you guys, you're going to see me pulling out my phone and saving a lot throughout this. What I did was I created a base save right here. That's my base save that I just had highlighted, number 4. And that's a save that I was able to fall back on in case I messed up while doing this. So before you do this, please go back and create a save that you can fall back on in case you screw up. Otherwise, you're going to end up screwing up, overwriting a file that you could have fallen back on, and overall you're just going to end up pissed. So please take my word for it. Just create a base save and you'll be good. Alright, so once you've created that base save, you're going to pull up your phone, head into Internet, click on Money and Services, go into the Bossack tab, click on the Markets tab, and then scroll down to Fruit. This is the company we're investing in for this first mission. And you want to invest literally all of your money into this stock. Now trust me on this, guys, because you're going to get a huge return out of it. This is like my first stock market guide video. And as you're adding in these stocks, just a quick tip, hold down the A button. You don't want to be a retard tapping the A button, spending hours just trying to get your stocks. It does speed up as it goes on into higher money. And yeah, it won't take forever, so don't worry about that. Go ahead and buy off your stock and confirm it. And there you go. So by doing this correctly, we're going to earn that 36 million back and a lot more on top of that. So we're going to back out and we're going to do this on both Michael and Trevor now as well. I'm going to fast forward this so you guys don't have to watch all the way through it. You get the general idea. What you're going to do is you're going to go on Michael and Trevor and invest all of your money, and I mean all of it, however many million that you got. You probably got 30 plus million after doing the final heist, and just put all those millions that you made into the fruit stock. Also, something important to keep in mind, as you're seeing me do in this video, I'm investing in all these stocks before I start the mission. Reason being is you're going to earn a huge bulk of money right after completing the mission, pretty much literally right afterwards. So if you were to invest afterwards, then it would be sort of counterproductive. You would still make a profit, but you're going to make more profit by doing it sooner than later. Alright, so now that I've invested with all my characters, we can start the actual mission. I'm not going to show you guys the full cutscene right here or the actual mission itself to keep spoilers to a minimum, but I do want you guys to see that this is the Vice Assassination. You'll see it right there in the bottom left. Now, transitioning over, I just want to show you guys that I got mission passed, and transitioning over again, now we're at Franklin's house, and what we're going to do is use a saving method by both using the save method on our phone as well as the one in the bed. First off, I'm going to pull out my phone and just show you guys the amount that I've made so far. So going into Internet, Money and Services, clicking on the Bossack tab, and then going into my portfolio. Boom, 11 million so far. Easily some big time profit, a 30.65 return percentage, so we're doing something good right here. Okay, so now that the hardest part is out of the way, what we're going to do is we're going to create a save file, and when you guys are creating these saves, I suggest waiting a minute in between, that way you won't end up confusing a save. Remember, I'm keeping my base save right here just in case I need to fall back on it in case I screw up. And I'm going to use these top 3 saves to fluctuate between watching my stocks. So, as I see my stock going up, I'm going to create a new save on my phone, and then I'm going to go create another new save in my bed. Now, you're going to want to be careful because the most recent save will be the top one, so choose a different save opposed to overwriting your top one because you'll screw yourself over if you do that. And as you sleep, keep in mind, time in the game advances, so I'm going to go ahead and check my phone now. And as I'm going into the Bossack tab right here in my portfolio, you'll see I've made an $18.4 million profit. And I'm not sure if it's the same for everybody, but my return percentage cuts off at 51.03. So if you guys want to use that, you can. But this is the point where I need to sell all my stock, because if I don't do it now, I'll end up sleeping again, waking up, and my profit will only be 10 million. So once you hit about a 51.03% return rate, that's when I would suggest you guys sell off your stock, because it's already going to be a huge profit. You can see right there, I got $54 million, and I started this video at $36 million, so keep that in mind. That's already an $18 million profit, and these next two missions are going to get you even more money than this first mission did. So once you hit that peak return percentage with Franklin and you've sold off all of his shares, you want to transition back over to Michael and Trevor and do the same exact thing. You'll notice they get a substantial amount of money as well. They'll all pretty much be in the same region when it comes to however much money they have, if you've done this correctly. Alright, so moving on to the last two assassination missions, honestly, it's basically the same exact process as you did for the first mission like I just showed you guys, so I'm not going to show you guys everything all over again, but what I do recommend is saving in between doing these. If you're satisfied with the first one, you can go ahead and save at this point right before you start the next one, create another base save, not the save over your original base save. You want to save that one too, just in case you have a big fuck up. So moving on to the second to last assassination mission, this one is called the bus assassination. One important thing to point off right off the bat is that in this mission, you're actually going to invest afterwards. Other than that, everything else applies the same way. So for time's sake, I skipped over showing you guys the mission passed and all that good stuff. Instead, I just finished the mission, went straight back to my house, and this is me going into the stock market with all three of my characters and investing in the company called Vapid. So again, once you've invested with all three of your characters, you're going to jump back to Franklin and head over by your bed and use the saving method that I showed you guys before. First off, you're going to save on your phone, where you're going to have one save file, and then you're going to sleep in your bed, where it's going to be another save file, and the third save file will be your base save file that you can always revert back to in case you mess up while doing this, because what I noticed while doing this video is actually the stock market can sort of glitch. And what I mean by that is when you're trying to find your maximum return profit while doing this, because I'm pretty sure it is slightly different for everybody, is that I would end up getting the max return profit, but then I'd also try and see if I could get more by sleeping again, only to realize that I had lost about 20 million on my stocks because I didn't sell. So then I would try and go back and reload, and unfortunately it would glitch over, so I would still only be able to get like 25 million. So you guys just want to be careful while you're doing this. When you see that cutoff point that you see that I was at, like I was at 100% return profit, that's when I just decided to sell my shares, because otherwise I would have to go back, redo the mission, reinvest, and all that junk. And trust me, you guys do not want to go through that bullshit. You will get fed up very quick. When it comes to making a profit off your stocks based on this most recent assassination mission, honestly, it's a big pain. It really is, because it took a lot of sleeping and a lot of saving in order for me to finally get my profit. And I mean like 6 or 7 saves on both the cell phone as well as in my character's bed. You'll see when I pull up my phone right here, I still have 0 profit. So I figured maybe the sleeping was causing an issue. That might be the case for you guys too. I'm not sure yet. So what I did was I looked at the graph for about 30 seconds, and then I reverted back to see that I made a $54.5 million profit. So for this mission specifically, when you hit 100% on the return percentage, that's when you sell off all your stock. As you can see, my return percentage is at 100, so I figured this was the best time to sell off my shares. Besides, with this sell right here, I'll have over 100 million, and with that next assassination mission, if I invest that 100 million into that stock, then I'll easily cap over 150 mil and be able to buy anything that I could possibly want in the game. So like the last time, once you've sold off your stocks with Franklin, just jump between Michael and Trevor and sell off their stocks as well. At this point, you should have well over 100 million on all three of your characters if you start off this assassination list with at least 30 million after the final bank heist. Alright, so with that second assassination mission with all of our stocks sold and with our profit made, we move on to the third and final assassination mission of this video. This one is called the construction assassination, and we'll be investing in a company called Gold Coast. Like the last two times, you invest all your money you can into this stock across all three of your characters. Now, unlike the second mission, this one is a lot more like the first mission, where you invest first and then you do the mission afterwards. So really quickly, just showing you guys the beginning cutscene of this mission right here. This is the construction assassination mission, which is also the final assassination mission you can do for Lester. If you follow this video correctly, you should have well over 100 mil right now, and you'll finish off this video with 150 mil plus, with at least 300 mil profit across all three of your characters. So go ahead and finish the mission and head back to Franklin's house. And I'm going to pull out my phone really quick just to show you guys how much I've made so far. So I'm sitting at a nice $28 million profit, but I want to make more than that. And that's not the highest return percentage you can get out of doing this mission. So to get the profit that I'm about to show you guys that I made off this final assassination mission, I got from having Franklin sleep twice. Now, from what I've heard, this return percentage ranges anywhere from 51% to 83%. So if you guys are willing to take that risk, by all means you can. I saw that I had made a $60 million profit off of what I have now, so I decided to sell my shares right here and right now because 170 mil is more than enough to buy anything that I could possibly want to buy in the game. I could buy the $150 million golf course in this game and still have about $20 million left over, which is still plenty to buy anything else in the game. So yeah, this is where I decided to cut it off. So yeah guys, there you go. If you did this video correctly, you should have gotten at least $300 million plus across all three of your characters, at least $100 million plus on every single one of your characters. So hopefully this video did help you guys out. I also plan on doing another stock market video where I'm going to talk about ways you can earn money off the stock market without having to use these assassination missions, since I know quite a few people have already done these assassination missions and they can't go back unless they restart the entire story. Or yeah, that video is a work in progress. Hopefully I will have that out soon, and I do hope this video did help those of you who did not already do the assassination missions and were able to take advantage of this. If it did help you, please be sure to give this video a like. I'm really emphasizing that because I spent a lot of time doing this video and recording it. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.